and we will send that link to all of you. And we're going to pan and zoom in, and we're going to try to get everybody in there, because I know it's really hard when you want to see these precious, gorgeous children. We're super excited. My name is Angela Lenhart, and I am the music teacher here at Hidden Forest. And we are excited to share with you our story of the Polar Express. We have some special visitors with us today. Miss Gilbert's son is in kindergarten. So her 5th grade class is the only class in the whole school who got to come in and watch. And I know they're going to be a great audience here in the front. Everybody wave at our 5th grade friends. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. We're ready to start. Are you ready to start kindergarten? Yeah! All right, I am going to promise you, moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas, at the end, we're going to have a paparazzi moment. All right? So you can get those close-up pictures. Here we go. All right, kindergarten. Oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry. We have a guest narrator today. Miss Lackey, welcome back. Former Hidden Forest Falcon, now Central Office bigwig.
The Polar Express. On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound a friend had told me I'd never hear. The sound of ringing bells of Santa's sleigh. There is no Santa, my friend had insisted. But I knew he was wrong. Late that night, I did hear sounds, though not of ringing bells. From outside came the sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal. I looked through my window and saw a train standing perfectly still in front of my house. It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell lightly around it. A conductor stood at the open door of one of the cars. He took a large pocket watch from his vest, then looked up at my window. I put on my robe and tiptoed downstairs and out the door. All aboard!
Well, are you coming? Where? Why, to the North Pole, of course. This is the Polar Express.
pajamas and nightgowns. We sang Christmas carols and danced. of towns and villages flickered in the distance as the Polar Express raced northward. We climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we would scrape the moon. But the Polar Express never slowed down. We crossed a barren desert of ice, the great polar ice cap. Lights appeared in the distance. They looked like the lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on a frozen sea. The North Pole was filled with factories where every Christmas toy was made. At first, we saw no elves.
The elves are gathering at the center of the city.
That is where Santa would give the first gift of Christmas. He will choose on the hill.
As our train drew closer to the center of the North Pole, we slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers. As the reindeer came to the center of the city, they pranced and paced, ringing the silver bells that hung from their harnesses. Oh, it was a magical sound like nothing I'd ever heard. When Santa stepped up to the elves and the children cheered wildly.
Let's have this fellow here. Now, what would you like for Christmas?
I knew I could have any gift I could imagine. But the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's giant bag.
Can I have a bell from your reindeer's harness?
Cut a bell from reindeer. The first gift of Christmas.
Santa handed the bell to me. I put it in my bathrobe pocket. When Santa shouted out the reindeer's names and cracked his whip, his team charged forward and climbed into the cold, dark, polar sky, charging forward, prancing with delight. In the Polar Express, the other children asked to see the bell.
Can we hear the bell?
No, that's her job. Nope, put it away. Put it away. Not yet.
Can you see the bell?
Oh no! I've lost the bell. Let's go back and look for it.
But the train gave a sudden lurch and started moving. We were on our way home.
We're off on the Polar Express. We're off on the Polar Express. Chugga chugga choo choo, chugga chugga choo choo. We're off on the Polar Express. We're off on the Polar Express. We're off on the Polar Express. Chugga chugga choo choo, chugga chugga choo choo. We're off on the Polar Express. Choo choo.
Oh, it broke my heart to lose the bell. When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children. I stood by my doorway and waved goodbye.
What? I said Merry Christmas!
The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away. On Christmas morning, my little brother Levi and I opened our presents. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Levi found one last small bag behind the tree. It had my name on it.
Look, there's a note. Let's see what it says. Found this. Found this on the seat of my sleigh. Better fix that hole in your pocket. Signed, Mr. Claus.
Inside was the silver bell. I shook the bell. Oh, it made the most beautiful sound my brother and I had ever heard. But when I'd shaken the bell, my parents had not heard a sound. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell. But as years passed, it fell silent for them all. Even Christian found one Christmas that he could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me as it does for all who truly believe. In kindergarten. All right, before we, can you put your jingle bells back inside? Oh yeah. Those are going home with you. My Christmas gift to you. You're welcome. Jingling all the way. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
So if you are unfamiliar with this story, this is based off of a book by Chris Van Allsburg called The Polar Express. They later made a movie about it, but the book was first, and it's just so magical at this time of the year for our little people to read this story and share it with you. We hope you enjoyed it. I have to say a huge, giant thank you to my team because I cannot do this alone. So Coach Trevino and Coach Churchy and Miss Jimenez and Miss Kelly and Miss Lackey and my student teacher, Miss White. Thank you all. And Miss Richardson, who's videoing. Thank you, thank you. So here is what's going to happen. Kindergartners, can you sit down for a minute? This is what we call a paparazzi moment. So sit on your stair. I want you to sit up nice and tall and show me your best smiles. Because moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas, they are going to stand up and take a picture of you. So smile pretty. Smile pretty. If you need to move a little closer, you can do that. All right. Everybody smile pretty. Big cheesies. Cheese. 5th grade, you're going to stand up and you're going to start going out that way.